Now, listen, you guys, I'm gonna start this video by basically cussing you out because you guys have gone absolutely insane. You have gone mad. You they run mad. Because look at you. Of course, you do not like certain people, but now you're literally making Kisha KO believe that she can be in the same conversation with Nicki Minaj. I just cannot believe this is happening, and I cannot believe that she actually believes this. Look what you've done. But anyway, we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to be talking about yet another Nicki Minaj was right moment as we talk about the recent GAYLE King rumors that have been circulating around the internet. And we're also going to be discussing about Joe Biden and them weighing in on the narrative that Offset is bitter over advocate BBL. We're going to talk about that. And we're also going to be discussing about this entire situation with Charlamagne blatantly admitting to bias. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing, and I trust you had an amazing weekend. We have a lot to catch up on. Now, without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about this entire Nicki Minaj and GAYLE King situation. Once again, the short pink lady was onto something. At this point, I'm just like, a lot of people really do argue with everything that she says out there, only for them to understand her tweets a couple of months later. And when she's out there talking about these things that other people may not be privy to, people are quick to call her mentally unstable, or she's schizo, oh my God, this and that. And time and again, it always ends up being clear that, in fact, she wasn't just pulling this information, out of the behind of her bums. Okay. But anyway, so this is a tweet from Nicki Minaj a couple of months ago. She said, Mona Scott, your time is up. And then she said, Gail, the goofy bee king, your time is up. Okay. And the B was in quotes, obviously, because of how Bongo 2 referred to her, when she was being asked about why she lied, because you guys know that, well, she infamously lied on Gail King about the details surrounding the Tory Lanez case. So some of you were wondering, why is Nikki calling Gail a B? Oh my God, disrespectful. No, that was very much intentional. She was quoting Bigfoot, or Bongo 2, as I like to call her. So, well, people were like, what is she talking about? What does she mean her girl's time is up? It didn't make sense to a lot of people that do not have information, that is going on in the industry. And guess what? Just this weekend, it came out that, well, in fact, Gayle King is rumored to not be returning after the expiration of her contract. Allegedly, they were saying that her contract is not going to be renewed, and they are planning on snatching some other talent from other networks to replace Gayle King. So, of course, people started putting two and two together to say that, oh, this is what Nicki Minaj meant when she said, Gayle King, you goofy bee, your time is up. Now, personally, am I surprised? Absolutely not. Because, I mean, how many times are we going to see this cycle? Nikki says something, people say she's delusional, stuff comes out, and people are like, oh, this is what she meant. So I've seen this play out over and over and over again. At this point, we might just call her another prophet, okay? But anyway, that being said, Gail herself, it seems like she has been blindsided in this entire situation because, well, when TMZ decided to get, what she had to say, she wasn't happy at all because it seems like she didn't know that, well, this is what's being put out there. I mean, of course, when a contract expires, it can go, two ways. It's either you get a renewal or you don't get a renewal. But it seems like that information about her not getting the renewal is something that, well, she didn't see coming. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. It seems like she does believe that a lot of people in the building really do want her to come back, and this is not information that she really was ready to share with the public. Now, I do feel like the network itself might have leaked this news to see the public's reaction, like to see if it's something that they can go ahead with, or if it's something that they like, depending on the public's reaction. A lot of platforms really do that. They put out a rumor about something that they intend on doing to see what the public is going to say about it. Now, if a lot of people show no concern about the so-called non-renewal, they will go ahead with the move. But, well, if they realize that the backlash from the public is way too much, then they act like, well, we don't even know where that rumor started. So to me, it seems like this is game being played. This is to show you once again that, like, listen, when it comes to the execs and the YT people, no matter how much you pander to them at the detriment of your fellow black women, when it comes to it, they will throw you under the bus. They will treat you like you're nothing. You're highly disposable. And I really do find it rather oblivious when other women of color do not have a problem throwing other women under the bus just to get a pat on the back by these executives, because guess what? Your time will also come. Let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this entire prophetic moment. Now I'm just being dramatic. Calling it a prophetic moment. But anyway, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. I really wanted to talk about it on Saturday or Friday. Yeah, but Lottery Ticket decided to dress up as Lil Kim for Halloween. She looked absolutely beautiful. I feel like she nailed that look. It was really giving Kim. Do I think that there's creativity in whom she decided to pick for Halloween? Absolutely not. But that being said, it seems like Lil Kim is here for it. She is eating it up. She's loving the attention. Like the way that that girl is thirsty for attention, she will take all forms of disrespect as long as people are still mentioning her. She was out there, praising Lottery Ticket. You would think that Lottery had done something that has never been seen in this entire world. Meanwhile, it's literally just some jeans, some boots, and and a crop top. So this is what Lil Kim said. She said, "Perfection. You won pool. Love this twin at Latto." I know Latto does not want to be called twin after you have demolished your face the way you have. I know that she does not want to be a part of this. Twin to Lil Kim is the last thing that Lottery Ticket would want to be called. But that being said, okay, personally, what do I think about this? I feel like it gets tired at some point, okay? I'm tired of these girls really just breadcrumbing Lil Kim, giving her the breadcrumbs, giving her the breadcrumbs when it's convenient. It's sad at this point. It's rather sad that they are taking advantage of Lil Kim's hunger for attention in the female rap space. It's very sad. They do this all the time. They act like they are such a fan when it's beneficial. When it comes down to working with her, they don't even look her way, which is sad. We watched that happen with Bongo 2 and that attempted song they tried to do together, the Plan B. It was rather sad if you ask me. But then again, let me know in the comment section, you guys, are you of the school of thought that, well, these girls are being unfair to Kim? Or like me also, do you, on the other hand, say that, well, if she likes it, we absolutely love it, because it seems like Kim is enjoying that breadcrumb attention. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, I'm going to talk about a topic which is the main reason why I do not like Wendy Williams. Like, I don't F with you, Wendy, because look at what you left us with. Look at what you created. Look at what the outcome of your mentorship is like. Charlamagne. Charlamagne is a disgrace. Like, literally, the way he can be a clown with no shame, for me, it's okay to be a clown, right? It's okay to be biased, okay? But to do it with no shame whilst being on a platform as massive as radio is insane to me. Like, and for someone of his age to be behaving the way that he behaves is pathetic. I don't even want to begin to imagine what the wife, thinks about him when she looks at him. Because, I mean, what do you mean you're at the head of the family when you are this much of a clown? This man is out there unprovokedly addressing his biases towards Advovo BBL and, of course, Rock Nation. Unprovoked, by the way. Or maybe it is provoked. Maybe he realized that people are no longer taking him serious and now he felt like he had to address this. He said, "Oh, people always say to me I'm biased towards Advovo BBL. I'm not biased towards it. I love her." And I'm just looking at him like, there's no way you wrote two books, Charlamagne. There is no way you wrote it. There is no way anyone actually bought a book from this man, because what do you mean you're not biased towards it? You love her. Like, it doesn't make any sense, okay? It's not like the two incidents are mutually exclusive. Like, because I love her, then I cannot be biased towards it. It doesn't make any sense. And he went on to say that the same thing with Rock Nation. The reason why I support these people is because I know them really in real life. You guys don't know them. I know them. So, it means that. So you're telling me that Nicki doesn't know Rock Nation in real life, Charlamagne? Like, if we are to look at it, okay, some people who have spoken against Rock Nation probably do know Jay-Z more than you actually do. Were you there when they were signing the title, deal? Were you even there? You get a teeny bit of attention from that man, and all of a sudden, he's your best friend. And here's the funny thing about these people that like to say, "Oh my God, we know these people in real life." Jay-Z used to behave that way when it came to the Didla. Did he not act like they were besties? But when Ish hit the fan, is Jay-Z not the same person who was saying, "Oh, I don't know him. We just had business dealings together"? So you're trying to tell me that you know Jay-Z better than the Didla knows him, or you know Jay-Z better than Jay-Z knows the Didla? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Because when stuff does come out in the future, please, you guys, remember to go to Charlamagne and say that you must know this has been happening. Okay, you must have information on this. We don't want to see you distancing yourself from those people now saying it's all business when you're acting like you literally live within Jay-Z's dreadlocks. Yeah. You like to act like you stay in his dreadlocks. You are there with him everywhere. You know his intention. You know more about his business dealings than the people that he is actually in business dealings with. That's crazy to me. That's insane to me. And then he went on to say that, well, it's how people treat other people when they don't want, anything from them. I've seen how those people. No, 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 no. Everything that that man and that woman have done has always been transactional. The times that they were drawing Nicki and Beyonce together, they were hoping to sign Nicki Minaj to work with her. So that was certainly transactional, okay? And people like to bring up the entire Lil Wayne text. Okay, you really think that that was for free? No, it absolutely wasn't. I'm sorry, you guys, for that. My microphone is out there playing games with me. All this while, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. Okay. But anyway, that being said, he also brought up the fact that, well, she performed at my daughter's birthday, and, was that not transactional? You think that she came to your daughter's birthday for nothing? No, it was very calculated, strategic even. She knew that if she were to do you that so-called solid, you would be acting exactly how you're acting, okay? Acting like a clown, defending every stupid thing that that girl does. She knew you were going to do that. She knew you had a platform. So to try and make it seem like she did that for no reason is crazy to me. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. And also, let me insert what Charlamagne had to say so that you guys can hear for yourselves and be the judge of that. I will catch you after that.
Like, I'm a ride for like if somebody argues with me about Cardi, I'll probably argue with you about Cardi, yo.
Yeah, but Cardi's fire.
But just because not only is Cardi a fire artist,
you also know her.
She's a good person.
Yeah, like
yes. You know what I'm saying?
Once you know somebody, you're defending who they are as a human versus like somebody's perception of them based on tweets.
I hate when people tell me I'm biased.
It's like, well,
towards Cardi. I'm not biased towards Cardi. I love Cardi.
there it is. Yeah.
Okay?
But it's also like, you
I
know
love
her. You're not arguing. You're not arguing with her sister about her.
No.
You're arguing with somebody who knows the internet's version of her.
Exactly. Not only has Cardi been super authentic since day one.
Yeah.
Since day one, we was just all on Instagram back in the day. She was super authentic. She came to my daughter's 16th birthday party.
That's fire.
Okay.
You always, that's it.
Yeah,
Never forget it.
My daughter and her kids will never forget that.
Never forget it.
As long as they live, she will always be able to say, Cardi B came to my sweet 16. Cardi's star ain't dimming no time soon. That's going to always be a thing. All right? So for all you people that say I'm biased towards Cardi, I'm not biased. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Suck my dick.
Talk that
right?
shit.
From the back.
From
Fuck
the
y'all.
back.
Right? I'm riding with Big Body every single time. They do that with me with fucking Rock Nation too.
Oh, they say you're too biased for Rock Nation?
Yeah, but it's not that I'm biased. Here's the thing, and to your point, and I've always said, you know, when you actually Rock Nation too.
Oh, they say you're too biased for Rock Nation?
Yeah, but it's not that I'm biased. Here's the thing, and to your point, and I've always said, you know, when you actually know people in the business, your perception will change.
Yeah.
The reason I like Rock Nation, Desiree Perez and Jay-Z and, you know, my man B-High and Emery and all of them is because I've seen them. I've watched how they treat people that can't do nothing for them. That is the same thing with Cardi. Watch how certain individuals treat people that can't do anything for them.
Yes, it's a true sign of someone's integrity.
That's when you know if a motherfucker's a good person or not.
Yeah.
I've seen all of these individuals I just named show up for people, right? Show up for causes, show up for organizations, seeing people make phone calls and just let them know what's going on, and they show up anonymously, sometimes not anonymously. If people find out, it don't matter. They're for the people.
Yeah.
I like people who are for the people. I don't give a fuck what y'all think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all don't see what I see.
Yeah.
Haven't been around what I've been around. That's why I ride hard for certain individuals.
Yeah, but you don't know anything, Charlamagne. I watched 3 TikToks that said different.
Yeah, you watch 3 motherfucking TikToks.
What the fuck would you know?
With a motherfucker telling you that people sacrifice goats and mix it with hamster shit and then make a nice little paste and then put that in a fucking Beyond Burger. Then they go get a little piece of human hair, wrap it around their ear, and then they take a little earwax out of their ear, put that on the fucking human hair, then rub it between their toes, do 2-3 clicks, and then say, hi, 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 ha, he, ha, hoo, he. Somebody died, and then they become a fucking superstar. So you think that's how shit works out here? Motherfuckers are really crazy. That's what they be doing on TikTok, yo.
I wish Chris just ran in the door like, did you call me?
But I'm just saying, yo, people just be fucking making up shit about folks, man, and it's just weird.
But come on, dude. Like, wouldn't you rather just let some stranger on the internet make all of your opinions on the world for you?
By the way, that's a great point.
Well, isn't that an easier way of going through life?
But that's a great point. You know what you just brought up? That's such a great point.
What's that?
The fact that there are people on YouTube that will tell those of us who are actually in the know that we don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you at home in your motherfucking basement in Wisconsin. Okay, ain't never met a motherfucker coming to all of these conclusions based off what?
Based off.
Why do we?
Well, there you heard that. There you heard that, you guys. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. The last video that I did, I spoke about how Offset was out there throwing jabs at Advovo BBL, talking about, oh my God, you got pregnant, whilst you're still married, I'm not hurt, and all of these things. And I did tell you already on this channel that both Offset and Advovo BBL deserve each other, because Offset was a clown and was in on the shenanigans as well, as long as it was also benefiting him. So I'm not going to start looking at him like a saint, because he absolutely is not. What I will say though is that the two of them do deserve each other. They do deserve each other, okay? I don't feel bad for Offset, neither do I feel bad for Advovo BBL. They really, truly were a match made in heaven. I don't know if they're going to find that much compatibility in stupidity as they had, okay? I don't know. First of all, I don't know if Offset is gonna find another woman who will put up with his nonsense the way that at Volvo BBL. I don't think he will ever be able to find another woman with so much insecurities that he like that should be able to convert and change herself to match the aesthetic of the women that he's out there cheating with. No other woman would do something as sick as that. It's only at Volvo BBL. And for that, I do feel like they deserve each other. On the other hand, I don't think that at Volvo BBL is going to find a man as silly as Offset in as far as, just the clownery. I haven't forgotten that entire little stunt that they played out there when it comes to Nicki and Kenny and, like just him poking them and then acting like, I don't think she's going to be able to find another man who's with that. Surely she may be with Stefan, but I do know that Stefan is not ready for the antics that Offset was ready for. So anyway, that being said, the Joe Budden podcast was discussing about whether Offset is bothered or not. And majority of the podcasters were saying that of the host, we're saying that listen, he seems bothered because why do you even talk about it? And I'm like, I don't think that I'd be bothered if I was Offset. I don't think I would be bothered. I mean, if she had moved on the way that Ciara did with a man that's actually decent, maybe I would be bothered. But to then move to a worse version of me that literally has multiple baby mamas, allegedly, I mean, I wouldn't be offended. If anything, I would feel like you played yourself. Congratulations. I don't think I would be bothered by that. And also, let's also not forget, like, Advovo Bibio was not throwing shots at Offset in her song on her album. She was definitely doing that. So now to say that because Offset has finally responded, it means he's bothered. So is she then using that logic? But guess what? Logic doesn't apply when it comes to Advolvo BBL. But let me leave you listening to Joe's argument with this entire thing. For the first time, actually, not for the first time, okay, I've agreed with Joe, well, maybe not many times, but, a certain number of times. And this one is one of those instances where I do agree with what he's saying. I would leave you listening to this clip of the Joe Budden podcast, but I don't think that after that I'm going to be coming back. So that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Wakanda. Until the next one, see you.
You think I'm hurt, but I'm not. Yeah, you
Right.
are.
True.
You are. Everything you have been doing is showing a man that's hurt
Yeah.
or bothered and trying to act like I'm not. Like, you're going so far to try to act like I don't really give a fuck what you're doing. But you watching everything.
Yeah.
When dude have a bad game, you posting about it. Like, you doing a lot of hurt shit that we can see it. But then you'll sit down and say, "Oh, I ain't hurt. I'm keeping it play. I'm keeping it P." No, you're not.
I want to offer pushback on that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I want to. I think I'm on the other side of that. Today, I think I believe him. Like, with this project, with him saying it today, I've echoed your sentiments on his album when it came out, and I was like,
What about his antics on the internet?
I don't really think he's showing out.
I didn't say show out. If you don't care, you don't care. You can't sit here and say I don't care and show you that I care.
There's no way you don't care and you post him losing the game. Unless you post him losing the game prior to this happening.
You post him losing the game. I mean, he loses the game and then you go make a little slick comment on your Instagram right after him losing the game. You know what you're doing. You know what they're going to do. You know the coverage is going to get. Why do you care if he has 0 catches for 4? Whatever. Why do you care about his stat line?
You're right.
Why are you even watching? You sound like a chick. Yeah. That's what chicks do.
That's right.
No,
that is exactly what women do, bro.
I'm not letting. No.
They start that Instagram taking a shot at the other girl type of shit. That's what women do. Men don't do that.
Men don't go at the other person, the other guy.
I can have a problem with homeboy. Like, I want to agree with y'all if I'm just podding, but I do understand him. I can have a problem with Duke separate from whatever me and my very still wife are going through, especially if the rumors are true of you sleeping with my wife, and then I had a baby in there, and then you had a baby. There's a lot of reasons why if he feel like posting Steph going scoreless in a game, you on every song saying, I got a nigga more handsome than you, that's better than you, that's doper than you. Oh, I'm so small and tiny, he's so big and tall. You having a blast.
As women do.
Yeah, but so if a nigga get out of character, because I'll agree with you, don't say nothing. But if a nigga get out of character once or twice, I'm not gonna put all the sauce on. Oh, you care, nigga. That's my wife. He might have a reason. We're actively going through a divorce. You don't know what I'm dealing with behind the scenes. You don't know what I'm dealing with these kids. You don't know how she's responding to me in real life. Like if I slipped up online once or twice, don't put it all on. I believe him when he says, "Yo, I ain't as hurt as y'all think." There's been times where I've gone through a breakup with public darlings because women play public darling games better than you. Women care about the aesthetic more than you. So yeah, when you fucking do some shit and the public darling lady, the fans say, "Oh, you motherfucker, you cheated on her. How could you? You lost her, you never get it back." And the nigga be like, "Yo, dog, I know her in real life. She's dirty as shit. Her trunk dirty now. The bathroom is dirty. The pussy is dirty. She fucked." And let's get to that too, because I'm not saying her pussy is dirty. I'm just talking.
No, off her.
Also, how you handle our divorce or breakup may indeed make me look at you differently than I did when you were my wife. I'm not trying to cape for him, but if we going through our shit and then you go fuck the football player while we yada yada yada, I think as a guy you can have a feeling about it. I do without people being able to come say,
no. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
I feel like
I'm saying that's human to have that feeling. But don't now act like you don't have that feeling.
There's no. I agree with Ice.
He be walking around like Superman. Yo, I don't give a fuck what she doing. I'm cool.
Right.
Yes, you do.
Right. And
that's all I'm saying. It's human to care.
What you saying is right, but I feel like what you saying, if it's more if he stepped to him when he seen him at the club, if it's more if he messaged him directly, but to throw it in a song, it gives mad. I don't think that that there is any rules what you can't do when you hurt. People hurt, but y'all are held to a different standard.
Of course.
In my opinion, for him to throw a jab at his athleticism in a song, it's no way that you can then say you think I'm hurt, I'm not. It just doesn't match. That's all I'm saying. I think that it would be different,
Unless
like
he
to go to
feels
your point,
disrespectable.
right? Because
That's
of the
what
white
I'm
part.
saying.
But I can see you approaching nigga in person that way. But to throw it on a song about his athleticism, that's gonna hurt Cardi.
Mona,
That offends nobody but him and his fans.
Mona, you
Say
just
he can't
started.
play offends nobody but him and his fans.
Mona, you
Cardi
just
don't give a fuck
started
about
saying,
that.
"I love when artists put it in the art."
I do.
He's an artist.
So if he feel a way about something that homeboy did separate of you fucking my wife and taking my wife, then why you feel differently about him putting in art?
I don't feel no differently. I just feel that he can't say I'm not hurt and do that.
I'm
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm not hurt.
I
That's
understand.
the thing. I agree with
My
you.
response to that is I believe that, again, I said that I believe him today.
Okay.
Today,
What changed?
upon this release. I think there are phases to the breakup.
Absolutely. We've all been through breakups, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that after I hurt and ball up and cry and get over the shock of you leaving and you bought a new house and I'm in my mansion alone, oh, you fuck dude on. Once you get over yourself and you can assess properly, sometimes you be like, all right, I get it. Even if you fucked up. I'm not saying that he's an angel. Even if you fucked up.
Because the whole time you talking, not this time, but the time before we were talking to you, like the way you carry our breakup can make me look at you different. Please, like what? We had to break up because you're a fucking whore.
Because he was in a relationship while.
I don't give a fuck
he was in a relationship
how you feel. I do the breakup. You fucked my op. You fucked my cousin. Like. You gonna judge me on how we broke up when you was dogging me when we was together? I don't give a fuck. Now I go with the mailman.
But just to be clear, they allegedly both have that story.
But when I say that, I'm not even.
My op. They both looking at each other like the Spider-Man meme.
Oh, first of all, I didn't know anything about her fucking his op. Second of all, I feel like that when I was responding to you, bigger than Cardi and them, period. When you say, oh, I'm judging you how we broke up, if the relationship is a breakup because she left because of you, it's like, bro.
Who gives a fuck how you
Yeah, come on, bro. That's just a women man thing.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I just don't think that he is sulking right now.
I don't think he's soaking.
Which aunt did you fuck?
Girl.
It ain't even a matter of soaking.
I got a Republican